going down? This the first episode of Lit. Today we got my boy C.HEN up in the building. What's going down? What's going down?
You know, just keep moving and shit.
Man, tell the world a little bit about you if they don't know about you, C.HEN.
Motherfucking Dak Prescott of the streets, nigga. Calling plays on these niggas, shit. Nah, shit. I've been moving this shit for a minute. Shit, helped build the city. Did a lot of shit for the city, for the music, on the music scene and everything, shit.
Yeah, you've been doing it for a minute. We go way back. I mean,
yeah,
what, 2002, 3?
Yeah, for real. Shit.
Yeah, you remember you used to throw them parties out there in Ag Town and shit like that.
Yeah,
Niggas had them whole packed like a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So today, you know what I'm saying, you know, most people out here, they don't congratulate most of these Dallas artists. Right. And that's what Lit TV's all about. You know, a lot of us out here, we're not getting likes shared on us. And then a lot of us out here is not understanding this music business. Right. So what Lit is all about is, you know what I'm saying, congratulating the artists that's putting their own money behind their independent hustle. You know what I'm saying, as far as this music. And it's also about, you know what I'm saying, giving hip-hop awareness into the business aspect of this music that we trying to live out. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. I want to get your opinion. What you think about Dallas, outside of Dallas? When you go outside of Dallas, what you think people think about us?
I mean, I know everybody knows that we a good market, but I know a lot of people don't fuck with our business. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, as far as the music or just the city, period.
The music.
Music.
Cause I know they love us. Period. Everybody fuck with us.
They love us.
They love us.
But on the music side, I mean, I feel like it's overlooked a lot too outside. And I know they fuck with it, but it's kind of overlooked a lot because, you know, by traveling around, I always take music, not only my music, but other artists from the city that I probably run across and I jam. And sometimes they'll fuck with it. Sometimes they'll think it's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, they always think of us as, they still got that old, that boogie shit still stuck in their head about
like
it.
The
stuff,
dance
you know
move.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks, shout out to YT, you know what I'm saying, Pac-Man, you know what I'm saying, Trap Stars, you know what I'm saying, shout out for that shit. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, it did its thing in this time, you know what I'm saying. Right. But you know, Dallas always has some more way to offer that, because you know, we go back like what, Oak Cliff Assassin, Gator Man, you know, things like that a lot of people don't know about. So it always been gutter street shit, you know what I'm saying. But so like you say, you know, they think some of our music be weird, that's what you say?
Yeah, I mean, I just take it back from, you know, I've been fucking with Atlanta for like 12, 13 years. So I remember bringing music out there, not even only just here, but Texas period music, you know what I'm saying? And I just remember, like, now you look at the game today, back then, I'll bring music and they'll be like, what's this rap singing? And like, you know, we always had that like melodies to our rapping. Mm-hmm. And I remember Mike Will, one of the hottest producers in the game now, he used to be like, man, what is this singy rap, man? It's weird. It's just weird. Now look at the game, that's all they doing now.
All they do.
So to be honest, shit, we started that shit.
We started really a lot of shit.
We started a lot of shit.
A lot of shit that they come and take.
Yeah.
From Dallas.
Yeah, that's what
and they've been doing that from the 1920s, what a lot of people don't know about too. Yeah. It's because, you know what I'm saying, Ledbetter Street, you know what I'm saying, that's named after a famous musician. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, that they used to come down from New York, everywhere, California, they used to come get him straight from, Ledbetter, that's his name. Yeah. They used to come get that nigga and say, man, come write this, come play this song. But what you think about the downfall of the Dallas music business? What's the downfall of the Dallas music business?
To me, a lot of people not on top of their business as far as like legally, for one, you know what I'm saying, and then for two, the networking. Everybody's really stuck on everybody want to be the one to put on the city. So you know, you don't have a lot of people that work together, and the ones that do, it sometimes lasts for a little bit. I don't really see I mean, I'm not gonna say none, but I don't really see too many artists that I can say that we've been fucking around for years. You got a buzz, I got a buzz. We've been fucking around for years. There's always some type of jealousy in the shit.
Right.
Somebody feel like they owe somebody something. If you just keep on, if you watch the pattern of it, when people get on and they are messing with somebody else that's on, once the other ones start getting hotter, then they end up falling out for some kind of reason. You know what I'm saying? And we'll never know every detail, but
Think it's money issues.
I think it's jealousy, man.
Jealousy.
Like, a lot of people ain't really. I mean, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. Like, let me say it like this: some people that get the buzzes nowadays. I ain't gonna say like coming from when we came, because a lot of us funded our own, and everybody was used to getting money, so it didn't phase us then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Money didn't move us. You remember Chief was getting signed by Cash Money, and he told them he had $1 million in jury, so he didn't take the deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But nowadays, they'll jump for any little thing because everybody want to be the first person or the one man in the city. But a lot of networking, man. A lot of people don't like to network with each other.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
You got different cliques and different, which has always been, but nobody really works. And anybody who got on from the city at that time that they at their high, they don't really fuck with nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
That was my next question.
They own circle, and that's how it's always been.
So the ones who get to that certain status, and not saying that they rich or whatever, but they got their foot in the door in some type of way. They don't come back and pay homage.
Yeah, they don't pay homage at all.
So that's my next question. So do you think we respect our OGs that made it out of Dallas, and do you think that they respect the new hustle from the ones that came from underneath them?
Now they don't. I can tell you now they don't respect the OGs. You got, I don't throw names. You got people out there that beef with Gator. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, I was young niggas that's beef with Gator. You know what I'm saying? But when I was coming up, shit, still to this day, me and Gator real close. You know what I'm saying? He gonna still pitch me some knowledge all the time. He gonna call me during whatever just to check. If I'm on a show, he'll call in. You know what I'm saying? I respected that from a OG because, shit, he's showing me love. You know what I'm saying? He calling in to support me. But they don't do that now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you got people that they claim they sold Dallas, but when we was hot and at our peaks, there was kids. So if you really know your Dallas history and your Dallas music scene, then you can't say that you don't know about certain people that was in the music game before you, or else you just don't give a fuck about fucking with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot, like I say, go back to, like your Cotton Mouths, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Cotton.
Bobo Luciano, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's too many that had platforms, but I see a lot of OGs ain't never, I mean, they come back and get the certain ones they know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because Gator Man, he got Fox, the ballpark, Cottonmouth got Jizz No and everybody like that, but it haven't been that I'm not trying to say father figure, but that leadership of that man that say, okay, man, I done made it across this track. I'm gonna teach y'all the game how to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen from Dallas, everybody from Dallas that does music has an independent hustle, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even Erykah Badu made it and never came back.
Yeah.
And really just
embrace the city.
The city. I mean, she did when Tuck came out, but that was just like, and everybody kind of shitted on DSR when they, they felt like they made it. And it's like, people don't understand, you can make it and don't have to be famous.
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what you think about people taking care of their business? Do you think when people come in these studios and record and make beats and everything, do you think they handle the proper business before they even leave the studio?
Nah, by me running the studio, nah, they don't. It come times when I record people and then they'll come through and record and I won't see them for months and months, and they'll expect for you come back 3 shit, you can come back a month. If you're not working in the lab like I'm working in the lab, and this is your supposedly go-to lab, like your shit's not still in the computer. You know what I'm saying? Your shit's not. You know, even with the producers, like, you know, they're putting out the beats, and they're not even on. They're not going to their ASCAP and splitting it with the producers, and you know, so.
Do you think a lot of artists do you think a lot of these artists in Dallas know about ASCAP, and if they know about ASCAP, do they even know how to use it?
They don't know how to use it. They think that they go on there and type a song in and you're gonna collect your money. They don't know that you got to go on there and send it to media base or you know, sound exchange. You know, all that. They don't know how to encode these songs and do all that.
Do Excel sheets and stuff like that. They have a catalog. They don't know what a catalog is. They think when they go in the studio and just record a song, they got a catalog.
Yeah, and somebody take your song real quick.
Right. And see, that's what Lit's all about, bringing that hip-hop awareness to this Dallas thing. And I think, like, for us, especially us, being finna get ready to be we next in line. We the next, you know what I'm saying? So we got to start teaching ourselves, and then so forth the new generation that's coming up, because right now we have no leadership. Everything is like, and not saying that everybody's supposed to be together, not saying everybody's supposed to be on the one accord, but at least we all, at the end of the day, no matter what we all trying to do, we all aiming for that same goal. And that's what's so fucked up. Everybody have so many different mindsets, but we all, no matter where we at, no matter where we at in this world, everybody's reaching for that one main thing. So, and I feel like, you know, if we start telling people, you know, how to conduct themselves with sound exchange, you know, because I use sound exchange every day. Just like the other night, I just got through getting my owners, because it's two things. You got a writers, you know, or artist. My bad. You got an artist sound exchange, and you got a owner sound exchange. I got both, and I just got through filling out my Excel sheets the other night and sending it in. And like I tell people, man, you can sit at home, go to sleep, and make a couple of ducats, you know what I'm saying? If you know how to register your music properly, and then present it to the world. And I think that's one of our problems in Dallas. I think we get in the studio, we think we hot, we know a lot of people, and we do videos. We just get out there and we just start throwing our music out there, because I see a lot of artists, I mean, from Levi Cartier, I mean, you name it, man. These boys have 20,000 views, 100,000 views, and they ain't nobody seeing a dollar from them.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people don't realize that you can be making that money before it get hot, because by the time you think it's hot, see, I know a lot of people they'll make it. I hear people all the time be like, nah, I'm gonna just keep for you. It's really supposed to be you paying for him to go out of town to do this and this and that. He's only there to negotiate and find the best situation for you. But you know, I see it all the time, just by artists that I record and artists that I know. They'll think that their manager's supposed to blow them up, and that's not, you know.
That's not the case. Yeah. It's a grind for everybody, especially when you're independent.
Yeah, for real.
And then especially, you know, don't you feel like me, I know personally, I feel like I should know how to conduct my business before I have somebody else conduct my business for me.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
if you don't know, then shit. It's just like a hustler. Like, the game is still a hustle game, legally. But it's just like, if I know you don't know what you coming to get from me, and you ask me, what's the term they always say? Let me get $100 worth. Yeah. Okay, your $100 worth and my $100 worth. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Okay. Shit.
Yeah, that's 100 right there. So, I was watching Bun B earlier today, and Bun B was saying some real stuff, man. You know, a lot of people be getting on interviews. We know a lot of people like to just talk about it. How much jewelry you got, how much this cost, what hoe you slept with, what beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know, that we ain't taking that here at Lit. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, like, he was talking about how music has a responsibility.
Right.
And I want to know, do you feel like in your lyrics and in the music you put out, do you feel you have a responsibility?
Yeah, because my responsibility is to cater to my fans that have been rocking with me for 20 years, and 15 strong, but 20 years and all that. So, like, I've been told before, and it always stuck with me. It was a matter of fact, it was a white chick. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Your music is good." This is back then. Your music is good, but you need to send a message. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what it did to me, but like, I still do me in the music.
Right.
But I try to deliver it to where it touched somebody, and that's what it does all the time. Like, whether you know me or not, if you don't know me, you're gonna feel my pain, or you probably relate to something about it. If you know me, you're gonna be like, damn, I remember when that happened to him, and then it's just gonna draw you closer. I mean, I don't really spit a lot of politic music, but you know what I'm saying, as far as life, how to get through it, and what I deal with that the next person might deal with, that's help them how they, because shit, if I'm speaking a song about the struggle, the whole way of struggle, but you still seeing me produce music and keep going like it ain't nothing, then that should motivate you to be able to keep pushing. Like, damn, how you wouldn't even notice that he going through it because he's steady going, but in his music shit, he like, damn. And then shit, as an artist, your life really on display. You know what I'm saying? So when people pay attention.
They pay attention, because Bun B, he had struck me. He was like, he had a responsibility, and he felt like how certain fans ran up to him and they were like, man, you raised me.
Yeah.
So basically, he basically well, goddamn, I got an impact on a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people taking the word trill out of hand, and the way how we doing the women or whatever we doing, we taking that, what I'm saying, out of content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was like, he felt like he had a responsibility, you know what I'm saying, once that man came up to him, and I felt like, that was some deep shit, and I felt like, a lot of us, especially because there's a lot of us that put out good music no matter what it is, because we done been through a lot, and we trying to stress that. And I feel like, we have a lot of onlookers that look up to us like, hey man, you molded me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what we don't know is that our words and our music is powerful.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's real powerful. This is another topic we was talking about earlier. Me and Miyake, we was up here, we was talking about, do you feel music don't have anything to talk about anymore?
For certain people, the music goes by their waves. So music influences other people, but like, I mean, all right, let me see how I could word that. There's plenty of things to talk about, but you have different type of artists. So, you got like the Lil Uzi Verts and all that, so he might not talk about nothing, and then he has his own fan base and his crowd. So, and there's some people that get drawn into that, and so that's what they talk about. Or around the boogie movement, I can just go back to around then, like making all the boogie music. Then it made the people who that was their lane, they picked up, and that's what they did. But then you have your street artists, or however you want to say it. We kind of stick to speaking. I don't know. It's two different lanes. I mean, it's a few different lanes. It's not even two. So, music. It's really never no telling what to put out no more. Like, because you can't even tell what's a hit. What we used to do as singles and all that don't work no more, because the young generation just putting it out. They ain't even worried about if it's a hit or not. They're gonna put it out, and that be what take off. So so whatever works for you, really.
Whatever works, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what, and you think that's what's crushing the Dallas business right now, as far as the music scene, because we always, whatever's hot, that's what we always gravitate.
Yeah. We always, that's one thing about Dallas is we gotta focus on doing us. Whatever us is, I can't tell the next man that he need to talk about street shit, because we started off out the street shit. We got some of the realest and the hardest niggas out the city that built this. We was all about street shit, so we need to stick with that.
Right.
I can't tell them that, but like, if let the Migos do their thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Let them do
let whoever else. I don't even know. I don't really know who else to say, but like we just need to stick with what we do instead of when something new come out, they whatever doing whatever to their hair, purple, pink, whatever. Then we feel like that's what we gotta do or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't what's up. You know, I mean, like, do you feel like we need more education, far as you know, the things that we approach, far as this music, far as you know, for photo shoots, any type of business we try to do out here in Dallas? You know, do you think we need to be more educated on the things that we do?
Yeah, and photo shoot. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you should know what you dealing with, what you working with, like by being around a lot of videographers, photographers, whatever. Even in the studio, you know, I know what I want to hear. I know what I want to see, and so instead of just jumping in front of a camera and just, hey, I'm gonna do it like this, like what I've seen already. You already have your own vision, and you know more your input on what you're doing, because like nobody really knows, but you sit in front of me. If we doing something, I can sit right there with you editing, and I'm gonna know what I'm talking about. Like, right, let's do this effect, or let's do this that'll make it look like that. And like back whenever nobody was doing the movie look, the slow motion in the in the videos, I was already on that. And someone who does my videos to this day, he always said, man, I remember I ain't even used to like that. You the first one to show me that, man, and now I love it, man. Everybody in the game uses it. So it's like you gotta know what you dealing with too. Just don't leave it up to. A lot of people be like, okay, I'm not the DJ, so I should know how to, or I'm not the cameraman, so I shouldn't, or I'm not the engineer. You do what you hear. But if I'm in the studio, I'll be like, all right, can you take that? A lot of people don't even know what highlights and ad-libs are. Yeah. They just stacking and rapping. They don't even know. I'll be like, all right, now do your highlights. Well, what you mean, like, but you a rapper, you right, just, you so, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you gotta learn what you working with too.
Right, and that's I see a lot of that. I mean, I don't work with a lot of people in the studios, man. I done seen it all, man, and that's what brought me to this point here. It's like, shit, instead of you know, pointing the finger and criticize, I think it's like okay, well, shit, hell, then you know how to do that. Teach, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Each one teach one, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we lacking in Dallas. And I think we, like, people around here, I think we afraid for somebody to tell us something.
Yeah, that's the big problem. Nobody want to be told nothing. Everybody want to be the boss, and everybody want to be a leader, you know what I'm saying, of something. That's what's wrong with the networking. Yeah. Because once somebody get a name, get on, they feel like, shit.
You owe me something, or I helped you.
Yeah, or they really quick to say, oh, yeah, you got to pay me this and this and that. Like, one thing about me, man, like, I've done damn near everything you could do in the city for free. You know what I'm saying? Now, it come a point to where you want to be paid, but
right,
if you sold Dallas or you sold Metroplex or wherever you're from, like, what are you doing to help the city? You know what I'm saying? Elevate. You know what I'm saying? You got everybody want to be the man of the city, or I'm the hottest person in the city. What are you actually doing to help the city? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't brought nobody on. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all featuring y'all little circles and all that, but that's not really, you know, that's what you're supposed to do, is help your own people. But like, you gotta network, and people don't do that. Everybody feel like can't tell me nothing because I'm this person. Or you gotta have a bag to talk to me.
Right.
Like, you ain't even outside of the city yet. Like, you ain't even, like, I know for a fact, because I be traveling, so, like, you know, I ask questions too, and have you heard of such and such? Nah.
Yeah.
So you ain't that hot to be asking for no bag from the people who support you and got you to where you at, because really without the city, and people who jamming it in the city, from the DJs to the fans to the people, whoever. Like, you gotta pay that homage back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
2 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What about, okay, like the DJs and the club promoters? Cause you know, back in the day, Dallas, see, what a lot of people don't know, the club promoters and the DJs back in Dallas used to mess with us before they became the enforcers, the definition DJs, the gold DJs. They used to mess with us, like big time. Like, you know, I'm gonna shout out Smiley, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, a couple folks like that, you know, but that just, I'm just saying that's real though.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't no like pay me.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't no like, oh, I'm part of this and like
love for it.
Right. Just like the music, we had love for it. It was like even when we found out, like, oh shit, we got to do business now. But it's like, still at the end of the day, we had love for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I tell people all the time, it's like, when we came up, where it wasn't like a DJ rivalry and all that. They were just like, there was a bunch of DJs all together sharing music and whatever was hot in their areas. Here it just became whoever breaking the tracks, and if you fucking with them, then we ain't fucking with you. You know, like, I experienced it as an artist, so you know what I'm saying. So at one point in time, definition DJs wasn't spinning my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was some that would.
Right.
Then shit, if somebody inside of the definition DJs was getting into it, then and you fuck with this nigga, shit, the other one ain't gonna fuck with you. Right. So it's like, they inside little beefs and all that would affect what they had going on with the artists, and which ain't had nothing to do with the artists.
Yeah, that set us back right there.
We were just with Smiley the other day, talking about something like that. So, you know,
right.
Yeah, shout out to Smiley.
Yeah,
too.
shout out to Smiley, man, because, you know, he showed a lot of us love, man. You know what I'm saying? And R.I.P. Coon.
Yeah.
You know, Coon, you know what I'm saying? Because, and I think, you know, I was like Noriega and they, you know, they used to ride around and kidnap DJs. I have to say, we need to do that. No, I'm just playing. Nah, but we do need to get some more organizations going around, you know, and, you know, getting this music organized, and I feel like that's gonna start with the club, DJ, and then
the radio too, man.
The radio,
that radio killing us, man, because you go anywhere, you go to anywhere in whatever section. You go to Houston, you gonna hear some Houston music.
Right.
You go to the West Coast, you gonna hear some West Coast music. You go to New York, you gonna hear New York music. You go to Atlanta, you gonna hear nothing but Atlanta, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause they in the game right now. But you know, we you know, we don't have. And I feel like if we had more of the DJs that had the love for it, for the city, that was on the radio, we would probably have more action. But the program directors, we have to get with them, some people who we gotta go against, not go against them, but we're gonna have to bring it to them too. Like, this is the city, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to have our music playing, whether it was throughout the mix shows or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and giving us more opportunity, because other than that, you can't name me one Dallas artist on the radio.
Nah. So. And then even when they pay the road, you know what I'm saying, and bigs up to the road, you know, they not playing them. They gonna put you in that 9 o'clock knockout, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that, and it's like, and then you be putting legends in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's like that's disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's very, very disrespectful.
Yes, and that's exactly what they doing. The little thing, battle of the jams type. Like,
yeah, I
should be battling with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that we probably paid the way for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying,
and then not only that, this is our city, but I think the radios know that they on that payola.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know that, you know, Dallas, you know what I'm saying, like, what, we were number 5 or something in the consumer. Yeah, for consumer. So it's like we bringing more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you can pick up the plates, nigga, but you can't eat. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So
yeah, that's a big thing that's hurt us, because people come through Dallas. People come through here.
Oh,
you got majors that come here to pick up their bags. I know they pick up a bag out here. We ain't even getting that type of money here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can go to their own city and still pick up a bag. Like here, we can't pick up no bag. They don't want to pay. I mean, that's even with the promoters too. I mean, I ain't gonna blame them, but like if you could drop 60 bands for Young Thug to walk in and walk out, then you could pay us something. You know what I'm saying? You could pay. I ain't gonna put no number on it, but like a lot of promoters be not want to do that, and it's just you know, it's the crowds that you have to bring in too. But shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Promote our shit just like you promoting their shit.
The crowd, see, that's what everything turned into. You know, like even though back in the day, even though I can't say deep back in the day, because you know I've been doing this since like 97.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like 96, 97. But I know I seen a big change in 2003.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they started making artists. Yeah, you come get these tickets and promotional flyers for the club, and you go pass them out, and then you know you do a show, but you gotta bring this many heads. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll pay you after so many heads you bring. You know what I'm saying? But they'll never pay you for that. You know what I'm saying? They'll be rigged. You know what I'm saying? All the shows be already rigged. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to take more control over that. But like I was saying though, like the things from Dallas. We gotta change is like talking to people before we do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Really like understanding, like, hey, say we finna do this song. You got BMI, you got ASCAP?
Yeah.
You got soundexchange? Cause I finna put this in the cue sheet and everything. Okay. Alright, if I ain't got no money right now, you know what I'm saying? To work for hire, we're gonna do split straight up.
Split
you know what I'm saying? And then if you have enough to pay me for my service and my time for being here, you know what I'm saying? Boom, do that. You know what I'm talking about? And that's something that we need to understand. And another thing, getting paid. These promoters, these shows, they know, hey, no matter what, even if I step on that stage, if I'm ASCAP BMI certified, and if you play my music in that club, regardless if I'm in your QC,
you're supposed to get paid.
I'm supposed to get paid.
Yeah, for real. And they not up on that. A lot
Right.
of promoters not up on that.
Right.
At all. You know, and that's a lot of things. That's a lot of times that's hurting us too, because a lot of artists who's made names in the game. I did shows recently with like Lil Will, like okay, like he made a big move for the city.
Yeah.
Like him being in there and performing and all this and that, like all that counts, you know. And
Right.
I mean, you might get paid for the show or whatever, but a lot of times they don't be trying to. They'll put people on shows, but it'll be for like these showcases. That's when they want to bring out the legends. Is like for the showcases to host them and all that, which is cool. But like it's hard to word that, man, because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
They're not eating really when they host those
yeah,
things.
you ain't.
They're not really accommodating anything. You know, it's just like, okay, come on, Tuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Lil Will. You know, y'all did the Dougie. Come on to this car show.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's packed out damn near almost 5,000 people and shit. And hell, shit, I give y'all $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, type shit.
Yeah, you're just there.
You know, and it's like, shit, you know, like those.
But you done made back.
Yeah. You done made a guap, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it again 2 times right after it. So it's like, that's the thing, man, you know, and I think we need to get more business savvy. What about our women scene, the women rap scene in Dallas? Cause we got a lot of hard hitters, man, but it's like now it's like from what I see now, they just like, we feel like the men, oh, we gotta be like this for them. Just so y'all, somebody to buy my music.
I feel like, you know, and I mean, I'm always like this with the women. Like, it's more like they gotta learn how to sell themselves more too.
Right.
Because if you see any women that's in the game, it don't matter. Like, we got a lot of hard spitting women. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, they raised around us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they come with it, but you still gotta sell yourself. It's not saying you gotta do all the extra shit, but like you gotta find a way to sell yourself, because with women it's hard to be in the game. Whenever you got a Nicki Minaj, she can rap, sing, look good, act. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be willing to be able to do all that, cause like nobody's really worried about the music like that no more. Just like straight up. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, shit. Then look at Cardi B. She had something. She had something about her that people like about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether she just getting on there ranting and being annoying or whatever. But then she get on there and smash a song. But it's she makes people like her. You know what I'm saying? And people follow that trend. Like, I feel like the females here, they don't really. I mean, not knocking them, but I don't feel like I haven't really seen anybody really do nothing that makes you wanna buy into them.
Yeah,
you
got something to offer.
Right.
Like, shit, I ain't saying you gotta get on there, bust it open, shake it. You ain't got to, but shit, I mean, okay, you gotta do something where they liking into you, and put out more visuals, because I don't really see too many females with visuals like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we got Lady Savage and all that. I mean, and they do a couple videos, but they not persistent. Yeah. Like a lot of the males.
Yeah, and you have to be seen being a female, because shit, once they keep seeing you, that's easier to buy into as a female. So I mean, that's all I'm saying. They gotta put out more for people to see them and buy into them.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think it's better to stay independent, or do you think it's better to search for a major deal? Because a lot of artists out of here now is getting major deals.
Out of the city getting major deals?
Some of them get major deals, but they not major like how back in the day major deals was. You know what I'm saying? But they still a major deal.
Well, I mean, a part of this being signed, I just feel like that's something for a lot of people that want to just say that. That they signed to somebody. That's been going on for a long time too.
Right.
But independent is good too, because there's so many outlets of how you can do it. Like the internet is taking over now. So, I mean, as far as with a label, they'll put the machine behind you, but you could put the machine. Only thing that the label can really offer you is a budget, really. You know what I'm saying? But like, shit, you damn near can do everything without a budget nowadays with this social media shit. You know what I'm saying? You have a little bit of budget. I mean, you can't tell me that you can't pay $40-$50 for 100 CDs. I'm just throwing a number out there, but you know what I'm saying? You can't say that if that's all you can afford, that you can't just grind it out and or just do little by little. They got things where it's sponsored online, where you could put money into the online thing for it to keep posting it for you. It's like, there's so many different ways. The independent way is still good. You got TuneCore, where you don't have to have a label to be on
distribution.
Distribution, like all the iTunes and everything like that. Like, a lot of people don't know that though. You can control everything yourself. It's just, you know,
get all your dollars.
Yeah, and then while you sitting around bullshitting and spending it on whatever shit, take that little money and go 4 hours out and go just go visit somewhere. You ain't gotta know nobody there. Just go take your CDs, take your 100 or 200 or however many CDs you can afford, 2 hours away, 3 hours away this weekend, 4 hours away this weekend, and just keep on spreading it. And it's gonna keep on spreading, and you're gonna still build your fan base. And I mean, it's easier. We've been independent forever, so yeah, I mean, shit, I don't feel like we losing no more than what a label could have done for us, because I mean, yeah, we could have been on a bigger platform, but you know, we know all our business. You know what I'm saying? We know all of our business when it comes to how, whenever it's time for us to be like, all right, it's time to step to a label to elevate this all the way. We already know, we know what we're doing and we have more to offer than just somebody just doing everything for us, and then, you know, because they would throw your ass on a 360 deal real quick.
I mean, that's all they got. I mean, that's the only deals they got.
That's what I'm saying. That's
you know what I'm saying? And like, because it ain't a record deal ain't nothing but a loan.
That's
So soon as somebody say I got $1 million record deal, you shoot, nigga. Now you $2 million in debt.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you really lost.
Yeah.
You know, shit. But what you working on right now? Well, I mean, like, I see you brought me in a new tape. You know, let's talk about this, man. Who we all got on this joint right here, man?
We just dropped Everybody Hate Chris season 6 for Christmas, and it's doing good online and in the streets. You know, of course we got some heavy producers on there. Young Star, that Marvel hits. We got Record Beats. We got MVA Beats from Finland. He's overseas.
Right.
Keys on the track.
Oh yeah, big up Keys.
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
Yeah, my boy right there. Yeah.
And feature wise, of course, we got Swole the Bagger. This is my day one, so you know we've been rocking a long time. It's just a few features on there on this one. Usually, you know, on Everybody Hate Chris, I usually do them myself, but you know, a couple of my people touched down, and you know, we back running the shit like how it started. Shit, we just finished 3 more projects on Sunday. Me and Swole got a whole lot of mob shit dropping on the 31st, January 31st. Turn around and drop. Wait, no. We dropping Fuck With Me. I got a tape called Fuck With Me. It's with all my major features. It's 11 tracks on there with all major features on it. And it's called Fuck With Me. It's just, that's dropping on the 17th. Okay. 2 weeks later, we dropping a whole lot of mob shit. Me and Swole. Then 2 weeks later, for Valentine's Day, we're dropping the Hen Hefner. Okay. And that's just with all for the female tracks.
That's one thing I like about you though.
Yeah.
See, like, you know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people don't know who you is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say for the people out there that don't know, that's motherfucking C.HEN. You know what I'm saying? Me and C.HEN go way back. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know, he been consistent.
Yeah.
Everybody hate Chris. I remember when he first started that.
Yeah.
And he's been persistent on that, and that's what we don't have in Dallas, and that's a prime example of a Dallas artist. Somebody who have an image, a product, and stand by it. Yeah. See, and that's what you did. See, you stood by your whole image all the way through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to congratulate you on that. You know, and me and Miyake was talking about that, and that's one thing that makes you successful.
Right. Yeah. Shit. That's season 6, but it's really 8 of them because we got 1 through 4, 4.5, 5, then lockdown edition from over the phone. And
when you was locked up,
then shit, we got 6, so that's 8 of them. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I done dropped 6 tapes since in 2 years since I've been home. So shit. This Ain't Heart Check, This Ain't Heart Check 2, Heart Check, Key to the City, and now Everybody Hate Chris 6, and then shit, we got 3 more within 2 weeks apart from each other. So, you know, that's 4 tapes in 3 months. You know, when you're an artist, you just gotta keep working and keep working and keep working. You gotta drop. You can't always come soon and like. Now you really gotta. It's, you know, social media makes it to where you have to continue to drop stuff, because you know
it get old, right?
Yeah, it get old quick.
Yeah.
Once they hear it, it's already over with. So you know, you gotta continue to drop things. Now it ain't like back then when you could drop it. You could, you know, I remember Bun and a lot of people, they used to drop an album every 2 years, or something like that, or album. You know, you'll probably get an album a year. But I know for a fact a lot of them was an album every 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
but we enjoyed that type of music though. We knew every word. You know what I'm saying? We were we embraced that music, and that's the growth of that just went away. But it's gonna come back around. Think about vinyl, the 80s, everything's okay. You know what I'm saying? 360. So, you know, and I think a lot of people getting more hip hop awareness about that anyway. Now a lot of people starting to see hey, we messing up our own culture. It's time to bring it back. What about you? Got any new videos? Anything coming out?
Videos.
I seen you shot one with Clear Motion. Shout out to Rain.
Yeah,
you know
shout
what I'm
out
saying?
to Rain. That's my boy.
Yeah.
We go way back, man. Actually, we shot this year is this past year I shot the Choose Up with Solo Lucci. That was with Red Door Cinema.
Where we find that at?
You can find that on World Star. You can find it on YouTube. I'm big on YouTube because I like to see what my fans look into.
Right.
You know, World Star have their own platform, so you're gonna get their traffic that they get daily. But I like to actually work my YouTube and actually network it just like I'm working a CD link or working a CD hand in hand. When I'm online and I'm sharing it with people, hey, check this out for me and let me know what you think. Hey, subscribe to this. And I like to see the growth.
Hands on.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you got the Choose Up. You got Cross Me. That's the one me and it's produced by Young Star, Marvel Hits, and Beat Genius. He with Marvel Hits. That's a heavy one. It's like Rain. He do his thing with the filming, so it's like a movie. It tells a story, and we just dropped Do My Thing. It's off of Key to the City mixtape. That's just dropped like about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. So all that's on YouTube, Crooked South TV.
South TV.
Been working with YouTube for so long that we have a backslash. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta have a certain amount of subscribers to get your backslash. So that's a lot to artists that who've been working they
tail out.
Working that for a while.
For a slash.
you go to we always putting up the interviews and just behind the scenes and just daily. Like that's one thing about YouTube. I mean, what that artists need to know is like it's not about just doing a video and putting that up. You have to still make a whole video of all your Snapchats. You know what I'm saying? Put that up. People so nosy that they just want to see something. You know what I'm saying? So your everyday moves. If we got it on camera, we're gonna put it out on YouTube. Let people see it. Shows, just did that show, the sold out show at Gas Monkey with Dolph and Cash Dog.
Oh, okay.
Put that up, so that people can see how we performing, and actually that makes promoters want to book you because they seeing that you can actually rock a 3,000 person crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, but you've been doing that though. 300. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shoot. So a lot of people really don't know that. Y'all been doing it, headed to the Grambling and all that. So you got a lot of accolades, and a lot of people. I tell you, go check out C.HEN, YouTube. Well, what can we catch you at Instagram?
Instagram C_HEN HENCSM, and same thing on all social media. C.HEN. You can type it up, Google it, ask Siri, whoever you want to ask.
I heard now, a lot of Dallas officials, the city council, the mayor, got people watching in on the Dallas scene music. YB.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just got it. He got a little secret indictment. From the feds, you know what I'm saying? So, he ain't in state.
Yeah.
So when you catch one of them fed cases, that's a pretty big one right there, you know what I'm saying? But he say that when they took him to court, did that little hearing, they say they got him from drug conspiracy and murder charges and stuff like that, and say they got a couple people to snitch on him, but he said the whole time they never ever brought none of that up in court. All they was focused about his rap lyrics, everything he was saying in his rap lyrics, and told him that Dallas rappers cannot rap about the reality things that's going on in these streets.
Yeah, they will come get you. I mean, from past time when I went to prison before in 2012, they brought my video up in court. You know what I'm saying? They used custos on my friends against me. You know what I'm saying? They was matching up things, and then I'm fighting cases now. Same thing. They using the videos. They actually ran in my house, and part of what they was doing was matching the hats on my walls, shoes and pants that I actually wore in one of my last videos, you know, from the money counter on the dresser, like all that. This is the exact same this is the exact same hat as in face card at what 56 seconds in the song called On the Trap. He says that Beretta bang, so be ready, put it on the trap. What did they turn around and say? He was taken into custody with a 9mm Beretta in the couch, and a trap is a known street term for a drug house. Like, these people listening, man, they will come snatch your ass up for something totally different than what you expecting.
Right,
so, you know.
Right. So, well, I mean, what advice do you got to give a lot of us? I mean, all of us Dallas artists. I mean, even if, and when I say Dallas artists, because you got to realize a lot of people from Louisiana, we got a lot of people from, you know, New York, you know, all over Pennsylvania out here, you know what I'm saying? Right. And but now they embracing this Dallas culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They rocking with us. You know, what can we say, you know, for the people who's rocking with us and trying to get this music out here? What can you say for us to get to that next level and help us out?
I don't want to sound basic, but you gotta stay focused. You gotta continue putting out your music, learn your business, and I mean, I just want to say to the younger crowd, like, I know it's cool to have. I've done it before. We've done that several times, having all the guns, all the drugs in the video. But I mean, you gotta learn how to do subliminals. You know what I'm saying? We can't stop you from what you're talking about, but it's putting all that in your videos. They're gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be just the artist who rapping, but if they see somebody's face in there that they like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You might be dry snitching on your partner in the video. That he ain't saying nothing on the song. You know, you just gotta learn how to work around the things that I know it's popular to have all the guns and all this and that, but then shit. Yeah, so, you know, business wise, gotta get your ASCAP, gotta get your, or BMI, whatever you choose. You know, you can. I think now you can have both or something.
No, well, you can have one writers and one publishing.
One publishing on either one, yeah. So, you know, get on that. Learn about the sound exchange. Learn about media base. You know,
Nelson BDS.
Yeah. Look at all that, because all that counts with this music. Like, and that's how. And nowadays it's streaming. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are streamed, so that's how you collect your money off of that. You know what I'm saying? Or else your song's just gonna be getting downloaded and played and shit. You just gonna be
debit
hot,
card.
You know what I'm saying?
You better get your debit card and link your shit up.
Yeah, for real. Cause that only take 3 days to send it to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Your PayPal or your card, but you know, a week to send it to you in the mail. So.
Yeah. So we're about to wrap this thing up. We're gonna definitely have you back. But before we wrap it up, I want to know, like, what rapper really inspired you to really want to do this music, and also what rapper big and the rapper from your hometown you always wanted to rap with?
Let's see, who inspired me? Just coming around the days of the no limit and Cash Money and all that shit was hot around those days. Maybe even the Snoop Dogg, I can say that. I've been really doing music since I was like 10, so I feel like it can go way back. But city-wise that I wanted to work with, I feel like I've worked with almost all the artists in the city. You know, I'm big support on the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you're doing, I'm ready to do it. So shout out to Gator, man. That's like that was somebody who I always wanted to work with before I worked with
everybody. And
it's like a continuous, like we got a strong relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much a good thing too. Let's see, big artist. Let's say, like, I don't know, I want to work with like Future or somebody or some out of the rap game. Let's go like Taylor Swift or somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk like some numbers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Taylor Swift, that'll be a nice one.
Whoever, you know, anybody that you put a nigga on a track with anybody. That's what artists gotta understand too. not about just rapping and rapping, because you selling